What's up, everybody? Gridbot Guru here, and today what we're going to do, it is Sunday evening. Usually you can find some discount deals on Sunday evenings. At least it is Sunday evening for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about 3 different potential trade ideas that I am currently seeing right now. Okay, so let's go ahead, let's get started. Let me get my ads off of there real quick, and let's go ahead and get into it. Now, one thing that I'm looking for on these is volume, okay? So the first one I'm going to do is Dent USDT, okay? So with this, what you end up having, and again, I am strictly looking at the chart, okay? I am not a person that goes into the actual backstory of a coin very often, but I am looking at the chart on this one. So with Dent, what we're going to end up seeing is I'm going to throw up some support resistance areas. What I want you guys to do, if you guys are not already part of it, join the Pionex group. Okay, we're on Telegram, we're on Discord. Join us and get ready to use some of these crypto bots. Okay, Pionex offers, I think that we're up to 16 different trading bots, and right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk a little bit about the grid trading bots. But there is Martingale, there's a reverse grid, there is grid trading, there is so many, there's 16 different ones. So whatever your style, whatever you are choosing to use, it is out there for you. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about a grid bot. Right, so let's go ahead and let's get started with Dent. I am on the daily. All right, so I am currently on the daily right now. I want you guys to be aware of that. Some people do 4 hours, some people do 1 hour. I like to trade on the daily. I let my bots do their thing. Okay, so one thing that I noticed, if I click back, one thing that I noticed is, first off, we have a lot of volume. Okay, so there's a lot going on. There's a lot of movement, a lot of volume. And that is good. That is something that you are wanting to make sure you are able to utilize. You don't want a stagnant coin when using these bots. The second thing that I notice is we have a MACD cross. We have a MACD cross here. Starts to come up, and then it's coming back down. Here is the kicker for me. This is why I like it. It's coming back down, but it's not coming down hardcore. Okay, it's not just hammering down. To me, it looks like, yeah, I'm going to dip down and then I'm going to come back up. I'm also noticing this area right here. Okay, that looks like a pretty good area of support. Okay, if I come back, I go back several days, you see that it stalled out right here. It kind of was like, you know what, I don't really know if I want to go up past this area. And when it did, it shot off. Okay, it went crazy. Again, down here, comes down, it hits, goes up, hits, goes up, hits, stays, and then finally drops down through. But then it comes up several days later, and now it's doing the same thing. In my opinion, it's doing the same thing all over again. All right, so it's hitting, it's coming back up, it's hitting. I do believe that it's going to end up coming back up, and that is going to be one of those times where if you can end up trading it, you can probably make out with a pretty good percentage. Now, again, I'm all about hitting base hits. Okay, I'm talking 1, 2, 3% profits and then flipping those into something else. I'm not talking the 10, 20, 50% profits. Those are great at the bottom of a bear run. So if you end up getting in at the bottom and you ride it all the way to the top, that's fantastic. But right now we're kind of at the moment, some people are not too sure about the bull run being fully over. Personally, I think it's just a good, solid, healthy correction, and then we're going to keep going. But that's my personal opinion. So I'm looking at this, and if I am going to trade it, this is probably what I would end up doing. I would come down to probably about I'll say 0.00295. So I'd probably throw my bottom parameters around that area. And the reason why is because we hit really low here, but at the same time it did not last. It shot back up. I'm feeling like we're getting ready to end up turning, and we're going to end up heading up. My high point, my upper limit, if you wanted to be safe, you could say right here, because that definitely has been hit once. Again, I don't do the really goofy numbers, so I would change this to a 0035 instead of 003501. I would trade it to that, and I would do a take profit at that point. If you feel really good about this pair, you could even come up all the way up to 4.5 or 4.4, somewhere around there, 4.6, and you could use that as a top parameter as well. Okay, again, this is an idea I have. Do not take it to heart. We could end up in a couple of weeks, we could end up having this, or a couple of days, absolutely drop out. A lot is depending on what is going on in some other areas of the world and what is happening with different cryptocurrencies as well. Just something I am seeing. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and let's move on to the next one. All right. So let's go ahead and let me get my watch list up. Oh, shit. I do not like this coin. I don't trust it, and that is the big thing. Same thing with Dogecoin. You know, there is when somebody can tweet one thing about it and it reacts the way it does, it leaves a very sour taste in my mouth. However, those things happen. And to be quite honest, this coin, this pair has a tremendous army behind it. Okay, they're doing some big things, and they're getting it going. It would not surprise me if it ends up coming and being worth quite a bit more than what it is now. Right now, I'm seeing the MACD start to turn over, but really the chart is what is doing it for me. Again, it has a tremendous amount of volume right now. We are already up in the millions, I think. No, billions, I'm sorry, billions. So 202 billion has already changed. Now, that's not a whole lot for this coin. Okay, you're going to see in the back, or around excuse me, October, you're going to see that the volume was in the trillions. Okay, if we go back to right here, October 27th, we're doing 159 trillion. But at the same time, look at this area. Look at this area. So if you are not looking at this and seeing that this area right here is a huge area of support, in my personal opinion, then I do not know what type of chart you are looking at. Okay, that's me. That's my low. It was probably, I would probably scoot it down so I could catch anything else. Scoot it down as far as I could, 28 or 25. I would do 25, not 03, just 25. I'd probably put my low right there, and then I would probably put an upper maybe right there. If I really wanted to get wild with it, I'd probably maybe put them all the way up to You could go all the way to 0.5 or 0.00005 if you wanted to. So all the way up there for an upper limit. And the reason why is because I think it's got a lot of movement. I think that there are a lot of things that could potentially happen with it. I'm also seeing this downtrend right here be a little bit smaller or a little bit larger than this one looks to be. So that, to me, that tells me that that downtrend is also starting to weaken. You're going to notice that this was a very, very long downtrend right here, comes back up. Another long downtrend, comes back up. A little shorter downtrend, comes up and up. Little bit down, little bit more downtrend, but it's not as drastic. Like the movement isn't as much. So yeah, it's still a downtrend, but it's not moving as much. So I feel like this is starting to get weaker. The downtrend is starting to get weaker. It's starting to look like we're in an area where people are going to start accumulating the coin in order to get ready to build it back up to sell it. This over here, this area, this circle, that's my area of support. If it doesn't hold right here, then I would assume that we're going all the way back down in this area. That's the only thing I can assume. And so that's my view on this. My view is we're coming down to this area. You grid trade it all the way back up to at least 0.0 whatever 5, and you should be able to make some pretty decent profits with that. Again, this is movement. Okay, this one is movement, and that's something that I like to look for with a grid trade. The third one, we're in the billions on this. We're just on the we're almost a 4 billion movement on WIN USDT, right? And the reason why this one caught my eye, again, it's going to be dealing with a little bit with the MACD, but it is also, to me, looks like it's starting a double bottom. Okay, now what does that mean? That is going to be, so here's your MACD. Could we still go down further? Absolutely we could. So there's nothing set in stone on any of these. But what I want to make sure everybody ends up seeing is if we go back, so let's go back in time a little bit. And we're in this area right here. That area is an area that took a little bit to break through. Once it did, it shot up, okay? It shot up. It looks like we did, I don't know what we ended up doing that day. We did almost a 100% increase in price just that day, 99.17%. Now, there could have been really cool news that came out. It could have gotten listed on an exchange. There could have been a number of things that happened. However, we do know that it did it, and that's a positive thing. Now, recently, it's come back down to that area, but it's still able to reach that price. So if we throw a line down, we got an area. So this is the area it took a little bit to get through. If we put a line right there, that to me, that's a pretty good area of support. You got one here, you got one over here. Again, I am on the daily chart. If I'm looking to trade this using a grid bot, I am probably coming here. I am probably looking at moving this down some. So I'm probably going to end up moving it again. Kind of a safety net. Probably somewhere around there, 30.00033. So somewhere around there. And then I'm probably going to try to trade it going all the way up, probably to around this area, probably 0.57. So 0.57. Okay. All right, so those are a couple of the ideas. Those are a couple of things that I am currently looking at. I am currently watching those and trying to make sure that uh, that we're getting the best that we can. A lot of these, okay, I want everybody to hear this part. I'm hoping you guys are still listening to the end. A lot of these, there's a couple of different things I want to tell you about. A lot of these are going to be dependent on what happens with Bitcoin, okay? So right now, Bitcoin is at, personally, I think Bitcoin is at a very, very strong area of support. There is a ton of things throughout the world happening with crypto all around, okay? Right now, Bitcoin, last I saw, was around 40 something, okay? 42 to 44, somewhere around there. Personally, I think 41 is what we're going to end up looking at, possibly even 40. If Bitcoin bounces from there and continues up, I feel like all of these three will probably continue up. If Bitcoin hits it, bounces and busts down and goes and continues down, we're probably looking at 28 with Bitcoin, or 32, 28 to 32, somewhere around there. I do see that these altcoins are also going down as well. Okay, now here's the other side of it. Like with SHIB has a mind of its own, in my personal opinion. So because there are so many people who do end up believing it, you can watch it, but don't necessarily think Bitcoin will dictate it. Okay, that SHIB army, they are a strong group. Okay, so be mindful of that. The other thing I want to let you guys know is this grid bot that I keep talking about is on Pionex. If you haven't already, click the link below in the description, or click the link in the cards. Click the link, sign up, find me on Telegram, on Discord, let me know, and I'll help you get started. You can end up starting with $10 USDT, and I can help you with that. Another thing I want to let you know is with the grid bot, I personally like to try to get 0.3% profit per grid. Some people like more, some people like less. Okay, if you use less, you might get more transactions, but you also might have more of your fees getting into your profits. Okay, with the Pionex, it's 0.05% trading fee. So that is a buy. That is also a sell. So combined, you're going to look at 0.1% round trip. So be mindful of where your profit per grid is. And the last thing I want everybody to do is two things, actually. First thing is, don't trade with money you need. Everybody needs this money, absolutely, 100%. But if you're sitting there and you're thinking, I can either skip my house payment this month and throw it into crypto, or I can skip crypto and pay off my house. Pay on your house, okay? Don't play with money that you absolutely 100% need. The next thing I want you to do is, this is all my opinion. If I had money and I were going to start a bot, this is the way I might start it. Okay, so don't think, do your own research. Don't think, oh, this has to go up. No, nothing has to happen. Okay. All right, everybody. I hope this helps you out, kind of what my mindset is when I'm setting up some grids, when I'm setting up some trades. I want you all to have a great time trading, great week trading. Start your week off right, and I want you all to stay green. If this helped you out, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, and share my videos. If you liked it, hit the like button, and hit the comments. Tell me what you like, tell me what you don't. Got a lot of people asking questions. I'm trying to get back to you as soon as I can. Let me know. See you next time.